Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibs07 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 vlog here today. In this video, we're going to be talking about this week's update as per usual here on the Monday, and it looks like they just got banks on banks up in this bitch because I see 4 bank icons on my map. Why would you need to have so many bank chests? Who knows? Anyways, this week we have, I think it's like 2 events starting at the same time, but it's like mostly an overall Easter event theme. We obviously had heard about these in the month ahead video. There's the Gilded Extravaganza, which is this Lumbridge Crater type event we have here, and this includes the representatives of the 3 guilds, cooking, crafting, and fishing, and you can do some tasks for them, I believe, just by, let's see, yeah, we can talk to the Easter Bunny to get the start of the event, and you can basically do those 3 things. You make a cake pie for the Chef's Guild. Can I just fucking move this? Like, why is it in the corner there? So I guess this has to do, oh, this is, I guess, a quest? Interesting. Oh, what? Interesting, I didn't know they actually made it into a quest. Holy shit, you need so much crap for this? Alright, well, I didn't realize they'd made this into a quest. I thought they said they weren't be doing it as a quest, but I think it might just be a temporary one because they just have this this crater event for the most part. So I guess you do this quest where you help at the Easter time fete. They're using that weird word again that I don't understand. It basically means a celebration or festival according to Google, but I've never heard that word used before. I'm just quickly going to the wiki page for this. I didn't realize that it was going to be a quest, but you need a bunch of garbage for it. What are the rewards? You get an egg pet as well as crystallized chocolate fragments when you've helped the guilds at the festival. I'm just going to call it festival because I can't be asked. And you also get all those emotes from the old Easter events if you haven't gotten them before. Let me see what's the deal with these crystallized chocolate fragments. They don't seem to have a use according to the wiki yet. They can be exchanged with the Easter Bunny for rewards. Okay, what are the rewards? Let's check the event here. Okay, so it's one of these events. We've seen these events many times. And okay, this is like the other part of the event. So the first part is this quest thing in the Lumbridge Crater where you have all these NPCs that you just do the event for. You make that each of them a certain thing. Then the other part of the event is avoiding dental catastrophe event, which is, it's just like a weird name for an event. Just like what does that mean? I don't know. It's just a strange name. But pretty much it's one of these fragment events where you collect fragments and hand them in for rewards. Nothing new there. Just another one that we've had these many times. Looks like you have an outfit. Looks okay. Kind of ugly if you ask me, to be honest. I don't really like that outfit. Decent little hat there. And the chick axe, which I don't even know what it's supposed to be. Kind of got like a bird on top with a beak. So it's like a pick but with a bird on it. It's a little fucked up. And you also get the Love Me Not rest animation, which apparently is just the same as the loved up resting animation, but with a flower in your hand or something. So yeah, that is basically the event. So basically doing the quest, the only thing that you get from it is all the emotes from Easter events in the past if you haven't done it before, a little pet, and then 600 of the fragments to get you started on this event, although you know that's not going to get you very far because you need 15,000. So, you know, pretty meh. I mean, I've never been a big fan of these events, but they've kind of taken like my 2 least favorite events and combined them into one. So, I mean, the Lumbridge Crater things have always been kind of lame to me. I never really enjoyed those. And then the fragment events are kind of, in my opinion, stupid. So, double whammy on the events this week, but nothing too exciting really to talk about. No really worthwhile rewards as far as I can tell. Is there like any weird XP things that you can do? No. It doesn't seem like it. Like it's not like the beach where there's like random activities for you to mess around with. Why is there like, what is all this crap? Oh, the Invention Guild is here too. Well, I don't know why they're there if you don't have to do anything for them as far as I could tell. And then they have these the charities that they're representing as well. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. I think this is from the deep sea fishing place, isn't it? I don't know. They do reuse a lot of stuff for these events. It seems like. And then there's just like randomly yew and magic trees in here, like right next to the bank. Hey, if you want to cut any yew or magic trees, you can come here right next to the bank. Although it seems like, pretty sure that's like a waste of time no matter who you are. But anyways, there are a couple patch notes as well that I wanted to mention, although really not too much and less than I was expecting as well, because I thought there was going to be more of the Elite Dungeons improvements coming this week. But we have the camera has had some new additions to it. I don't know, they've got so much fucking shit on the camera now, I can't even keep up with it. But there's more additions to the free cam, freedom camera that you might want to check out if you're into that kind of thing. They've made some updates to Elite Dungeons, so they've improved, or they've basically added a new additional loot table for duo mode. So it's not just solo and group, it's now solo, duo, or trio. So it might make duo, well, it'll definitely make duo at least potentially worth doing over trio, because previously there was no reason at all for you to do 2-man instead of 3-man, just unless like you just can't find a third person, because the loot was the same either way. So I'm really glad to see that. Might actually be doing some duo kills now that they've done that. They've also just straight up buffed the base loot of Amanishi on trio mode, as well as buffed the loot value of all the bosses in the Shadow Reef, and most noticeably that will affect the Ambassador. They've also added several rare high value drops to the non-boss creatures and lucky charms in the Shadow Reef. Not sure what that entails, but interested to find out. And they've also buffed the loot slightly of the elite chest and added a 1 in 15 chance to receive an ultra elite chest that contains additional loot. I don't know what they mean by the elite chest, to be honest. I'm just going to quickly do a wiki search, see what I can find. Oh, an elite chest is dropped by the Ambassador after completing the Temple of Amanishi, Dragonkin Laboratory, and the Shadow Reef in consecutive order. Oh, right. I've heard about this. So you get this if you do the 3 dungeons in a row. So that's pretty cool. I forgot that they even came out with this, to be honest, but they have apparently improved the chest's loot slightly, and they've added a 1 in 15 chance to get an ultra chest that receives includes additional loot. So I'm interested to see what's inside that ultra chest. But the regular one contains some ancient scales, some draconic energy, and some blackstone arrow tips. So that'll be cool. I'll probably do one of those runs at some point to see if or try and get an elite one or an ultra one. That would be pretty sweet. Other than that, there wasn't too much else, I don't think. They fixed the bug with the Ring of Death the overcharged Ring of Death not being able to be worn from your action bar, which was a bit annoying, and that's about it. So one thing that's noticeably absent once again is the Death Touch dart removal at Telos. For some reason, they still haven't added that, despite it supposed to be having been added like a week ago or 2 weeks ago even. But then they said 2 weeks ago that it would be coming this week, but it is still not there. So not sure what's taking them so long for that. But if you have your streak, it'll still be your highest streak. They haven't reset those yet. But they hopefully are doing something maybe a little unique with it, because I can't imagine it being too difficult for them to prevent you being able to use Death Touch darts on Telos, period, because they've done it at so many other bosses. So there must be some sort of different thing that they're trying to implement. Like I mentioned, maybe like if you dart it, you have to claim your streak, or you can't push Enrage with darts, something like that. They're not just removing it entirely. I'm not sure though. It just doesn't make sense that it would take so long to implement if it was just a base, you can't use them there. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for this week's video, you guys. There wasn't too much to cover in the end, just because this is just this event. I mean, you can do this little quests, make a bunch of stuff for the different guilds to get yourself some head starting currency for the event, although it's not that much. But do it if you want the pet or the extra Easter or the Easter emotes that you'd want to utilize for different things. Have a little fun in the game as you do. But yeah, and then just some random little patch notes, nothing too much to discuss. It's going to be a pretty boring month as usual, but or not as usual, but as I've said for this month. But yeah, you guys can check out a video I made yesterday on the Comp Cape redesign discussion. If you missed it, I had a lot of comments on that one. Interesting discussion. I appreciate all your comments from all you guys who viewed that video. Appreciate that a lot. Also had a new Hardcore Iron Man episode out on Saturday. Check that out if you missed it. We'll have another one of those coming down the pipe later on this week. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.